The show is about to start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Top of the morning, Raider Nation. How y'all feeling on this Monday? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It's another episode of Good Morning Raider Nation live podcast with yours truly, Lunatic Raider, right here on Raiders Allegiance, man. Shout out to everybody that pulled up and those who are still coming in. It's a pleasure to have you here. If this is your first time here, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up, not for hitchhikers though. And leave a comment, share the video, hit the notification bell, do all that good shit, because you can get it for the F. Free. F-R-E-E-E-E-E. Free. It doesn't cost a dime to be a part of mine. You feel me? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Thank y'all for pulling up, hanging out with your boy this morning. Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and dive into it, shall we? Shall we? Shall we do it? Let's do it. Shout out to my guy, NorCal Raider Jesse in the building, man. Thank you for being here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got Brian Rodriguez in the house. What is the deal, man? Charles Washington is in the building. And the building is packed. Raider Lang. What's the deal, man? Top of the morning to you, Raider Goon, my dude. Top of the morning. We got Michael G in the building. Guerrero, what's the deal, my guy? Tops to you. Yes, sir. Holly, what's up, Miss Lady? Good morning to you as well. Thank you for being here. 4 months as a member. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's see who else we got. We got Eugene Powell in the building, man. Salute to you. Thank you for pulling up, man. For real, for real. We got JB on the good foot, man. Raiders, you already know, all day, every day. All day, every day. Every day, every day. Pyro, my dude, man, top of the morning to you. Thank you for being here. Yes, sir. Let's see who else we got. Oh, shit, we got Snoops in the building. Top of the morning, my brother. Thank you for being here. Ha. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. Cassano Crowder, man, what is the deal, man? Tops to you. Yes, man. Yes, man. Let me see. Going down the line. Going down the line. Saying check went to the average MC. I'm known as a Terminator. Truly Tony, man, my dude, man. Top of the morning to you. Thank you for pulling up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got, oh, shit. Raiders Resistance in the building, man. Tops to you. It's good to see y'all, man, for real. We got y'all up in the building this morning, man. What is it? I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Hey, rest in peace, Mac Dre, man. One of the greatest to ever do it, man, from the Bay. You feel me? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. I'm going down the line. Let me see. Who else we got? Tony Shepard, man. What's the deal, man? Top of the morning. Thank you for being here. Yes, sir. Let's see. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yes, indeed. I gotta go through all this. Y'all is active in the chat, boy. I like that. I like that. Early in the morning, up and about, man, talking this Raider shit. You feel me? You feel me? Man. All right, so now, welcome one, welcome all. Welcome to Good Morning Raider Nation live podcast. As you can see by the title, think the Raiders got something cooking, y'all, man, on both sides of the ball. You know what I mean? Especially with defense. I'm hearing a lot of good things about not just defense, though. That's why I said both sides of the ball. I'm hearing great things about Bennett. I'm hearing great things about Moore. I'm hearing great things about Marcus Peters coming over here. And I told y'all, I said, I don't see Peters. They said, what do you think about Peters coming over and signing him? I said, he's here for that veteranship, but just imagine if he can rub off on these young dudes with that dog in them and rub off. And they said that's exactly what the hell is going on. And they said that Marcus Peters and Moorick, everywhere you see, no matter where at in the building that you see Marcus Peters, Moorick is right there with him. That's why I say, hey, this dude, man, we needed this on that level for the secondary. We needed that veteran. It's not just a regular veteran. We needed that veteran that can slap the shit out of people. Not literally, but like on the field. Because that's usually the ones that get all the respect, is the ones that not only talk the talk, but they walk the walk. You feel me? That's Peters, bruh. And he bleeds this shit. He bleeds this shit. You know what I mean? So I'm glad we have somebody like this in the secondary for these young guys to go ahead and get feedback from. You know what I mean? It's very important for these young guys developing, learning the system, and having somebody there, not just the system, because Peters is new to it too, but being a veteran, I'm pretty sure he's seen every single type of variation, playing with Baltimore, playing with Kansas City. You know what I mean? He's seen different variations of defenses. So when you're that savvy and that exposed to different types of defenses, I'm sure another one ain't really gonna hamper you. You know, especially when you're already in your prime. You know, so hey, shout out to Ziegler for them for making that move, man. Hey, that was a brilliant ass move because it's starting, like I said, to rub off on these secondary players, safeties and corners. I'm hearing big things about Palomau. You know what I mean? Getting an INT. You know what I mean? Hey, Amik Robinson says the same thing, speaks highly of Marcus Peters. I'm telling you, that was so under the radar as far as the rest of the league and the outsiders looking in. Under the radar. Nobody really like, oh, Marcus Peters. But see, they're looking at Marcus Peters as far as, well, can he give you the same production as before? That's not what we need him to do. Can he get these young dudes to get the production that he once did? You know what I mean? So, hey, Ziegler, you still on your shit, bruh. You still on your shit. Because these draft picks, Trey Tucker, I'm hearing big things about. Michael Mayer, you hear big things about. You know what I mean? It's starting to, I think what it is, I think we're finally developing our own culture. The Raider culture. Fuck the Patriot shit. It ain't the Patriot way. Peters never played for the Patriots. You know what I mean? Max Crosby never played for the Patriots. These are your leaders. Devontae Adams never played for the Patriots. These are your leaders. The system, the offensive system, is just what came from the Patriots. That's all that shit is. But we got our own identity. We got dogs on this team, and they're teaching these young motherfuckers, man, how to get down with the get down, bruh. I'm getting juice because everywhere I turn, the little articles I read, the little interviews I hear, they're all spilling the same shit. They're all spilling the same shit, and these are different positions. These are veterans and rookies all saying the same shit. So it has to be true. It has to be true. You can't get all the motherfuckers to lie about the same shit. Defense, offense, veterans, rookies. Nah. They're speaking that same shit, bruh. And it's kind of exciting because we know what starts now is the fact of if you get this whole team on the same, and this is the defense. Let's talk about the defense because that was our Achilles heel last year, defense. But if you get these guys on the same page with the same mentality and the same approach to the game, We got the talent, but do you have the heart behind that talent? You know what I mean? That was the key. And you added heart. You added Marcus Peters, man. You got these dudes, and it's starting. And even all these analysts that gets to go to practice, the training camps, and watch this shit, they're saying the same shit. The same motherfuckers that used to write articles about, oh, today's horrible. They're saying, bruh, it's catching. It's like these motherfuckers it's spreading. You know what I mean? That dog mentality is spreading because they said this defense has been playing very, very aggressively during training camp. Now, they get rest today, there's rest tomorrow, and then Wednesday we pick it up against the Niners in the joint practice. That is going to be the thing we need to guide and judge everything by, because now you're going up against people that ain't your own. People that you don't face every day in camp and training camp. You know what I mean? You get to face somebody else. So now, the hits are a little bit more harder. You know what I mean? The effort is a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like, we about to show these fools. And I know they're chomping at the bit to go ahead and get out there on the field with the Niners and go ahead and show their ass. And I'm telling you, bruh, hey, I'm glad they made that move, man. I'm serious. That secondary, it's like every name they keep mentioning, and even Spillane got an interception. I told y'all to don't sleep on Spillane. Everybody was like, oh, what's Spillane done? Spillane ain't like a seasoned 10-year vet. He's still in his prime. And like I said, he comes from a team that's known for defense, especially at the linebacker and safety positions. So if anybody you wanted from Pittsburgh, from their defense, linebacker and corner, safety, that's just their bread and butter. That's their bread and butter, bruh. And I'm like, it's good to hear some positive shit, man, from every angle. Not just from the players, but the people reporting on them. They all saying the same shit. So I'm like, okay. You can't everybody can't accidentally say the same shit. You know what I mean? I'm hearing about and then what they was asking Josh McDaniels, and the one main thing, and like, I know I say work ethic, but like I said, there's 3 things that I noticed this team's characteristics are. And I can tell that's what these guys went after as far as these guys being in the front office. The love of the game, intelligence, work ethic, bruh. If you got those 3 attributes and they got talent as well, all you got to do is coach them up. You don't have to coach them to love the game. You don't have to coach their work ethic because they already got it. You don't have to coach their intelligence because they already have it. Now, the easy part is just giving them that. Giving them the knowledge, giving them the things that they need. You know what I mean? The tools to go ahead and run certain plays and what's your job and responsibility. Just teach them it. They'll grab it. They'll grab it and they'll work hard at perfecting it. That's what happens when you get those 3 attributes in a player. The love of the game. That means they're gonna love to learn. Intelligence, they're capable of learning. Work ethic, they're gonna work their ass off to perfect what they learn. I'm telling you. Boy, I should have been a coach. or a motivator or some shit. But I see this shit, bro. Sometimes you just gotta step back and like don't really pay attention to the obvious. It's usually the obvious that's not really the main focal point. It's the underlying. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You get a quarterback. He could throw 80 yards. But then you come to find out, this motherfucker damn near a genius when he took the fucking Wonderlic. Or, you know what I mean? They're like, damn, this motherfucker, and you know, this is one person that they said that does this as far as intellectually. Jacorian Bennett. They said this dude is so bright. It's like, and this is coming from McDaniels. You can give him this, he can absorb it. He's smart enough where he can retain it, and then he works hard at perfecting it without being told. And then I heard with Nate Hobbs talking about, or not Hobbs, It was fucking Diablo talking about Spillane. He said like they'll be practicing and then practice is over and Spillane tells Diablo, hey, stay after, let's work on some shit. Bruh, that's the kind of shit you want to hear. Not because the coaches told them to stay after. They want to stay over. They want to be the best at what they do and grab this playbook and schemes and whatnot and perfect it. Bruh, coaching is so easy when you got somebody that's thirsty and knows how to take what they learned and actually make it a product on the field. Coaching is easy. All I gotta do is teach you and coach you what we're doing. Cause you're gonna go out there and perfect it. Rather than me have to crack the whip and be like, hey, do it again. Do it again. No, they wanna do it again. Just like when I heard Max Crosby took that lap, bruh. They said the coaches were taking laps too though. That's one signifying symbol of unity between the players and the coaches. When the coaches are running laps with the players. Bruh. You gotta build your culture. You gotta build your culture. Once your culture is set, from here on out, no matter who you draft, you're drafting new guys into this culture and automatically they're gonna adapt because that's what everybody around them is doing. I love this shit. I love this shit for real. This shit right here, nigga. Oh, this shit right here, man. I'm loving what I'm hearing, y'all. All you gotta get is effort. You know what I mean? Love what you're doing. Perfect what you're doing. I'm telling you. Art White in the building, man. Shout out to Art, man. Thank you for being here. Yes, sir. Lobie won. What's the deal, man? Top. See, and I'm glad, Lobie. Hey, I'm glad you said that about Jimmy G. Now check this out. Everybody like, well, Jimmy G's out there throwing interceptions, but our defense is the ones getting the interceptions. How many interceptions our defense get last year? So it's like, you can't be. So what? You want, if you want the defense and the offense to play at a standstill, then that means that nobody is improving. They just at a standstill. You want one side. Like, I expect it to be a tug of war between offense and defense. That's what's been happening. One day the defense is getting down, getting interceptions and causing disruption. Exactly what Ziegler said he wants this defense to do. This is what they're doing. And then you'll have one day where Jimmy coming out there and dropping, balls into Adams, and you see Renfro, and man, bruh, you want a tug of war when it's your team. Now it'll be different if we're going up against the Niners and then the Niners is just getting the best of us all practice. Then it's like, oh shit. But against our own, how we gonna say iron sharpens iron and get kind of like, you know what I mean? You start tripping because one of the irons is getting sharper than the other one day. You want a tug of war. You want a battle. You know what I mean? You want a battle. You don't want a motherfucker to just one side of the ball to just keep winning, because then that means the other side of the ball sucks ass. If the offense was just dominating the defense all practice and training camp, that's a concern. Like, the damn defense ain't getting no better, bruh. Or if the defense is just dominating every day and the offense don't do shit, not even have a good, you know what I mean? You want it to trade off. You know what I mean? You want the defense to get the best of the offense one day so the offense could be motivated to come back and steal the next day. You want that back and forth. That's iron sharpening iron. Back and forth. Back and forth. You feel me? That's the only way we're gonna get good. We gotta get, man, bruh. We got people we gotta face this year, bruh. We can't be pussyfooting around. Shout out to my pops. That's one of his old sayings, man. We can't be pussyfooting around when it comes to practice and training camp. You gotta go all out. You gotta compete. There's people still they're competing for starting jobs still. I heard they said don't read too much into the right side of the line. They're mixing up the right tackle and right guard. But what McDaniels explained, and it makes perfect sense. You want to try to make as many different combinations on your offensive line as possible. Because he said, and this is fact, that I doubt all starting 5 make it through the whole season with no injuries. It's just one of those positions, something's going to happen. You know what I mean? And you don't want to add nobody new into the mix, and then he's next to a guy that's not familiar with his tendencies. You want everybody to get used to everybody, build that bond, and know everybody's tendencies. So you can be like, you know what I mean, no matter who they put in there, it's like, oh, okay, we got Mumford, we're good. Oh, Parham on this side, come on, we got it. Mutai, Bars is gone, okay, let's go. And don't skip a beat. You get them ready now. You get them used to each other now. That's a smart thing. Don't just keep your starting 5 out there and then you got your second string group that just stays together and your third string group that just stays together. Nah, because 9 times out of 10, that whole starting 5 is not going to make it through 17 games, bruh. It's a physical sport. So you got to be prepared and ready. You know what I mean? Not just a next man up out of nowhere, but a next man up that next man has experience with that group that he's going into by going through practice and training camp, messing around, assembling, adding different pieces to the offensive line just to get the familiarity with everybody. They're pretty much knowing who their starting 5 is, but I heard that there's a good competition at the right tackle spot. You know what I mean? So we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Shout out to McClendon Curtis, the undrafted guard out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. That fool, I think they did a punt and let him catch it. And he caught that shit. Big old Joker caught that shit, man. Good hands, bruh. Good hands. For real. But yeah, man, I'm getting excited. I can't wait till this joint practice. This is going to be the main telltale sign as far as our progression. What do we do against a team that's already established with their system and players? You know what I mean? It's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be very interesting to see. You know what I mean? And then when we come to the preseason game this Sunday, who's going to play and who's not? You know what I mean? I know some starters ain't going to be in there, but another guy. I'm going off topic. I'm all over the place. Zamir White, bruh. They keep mentioning Zamir White. You know what I mean? This dude, these guys look comfortable, bruh. I told y'all, first year, you got to install the system and analyze your personnel. If you can win some games along the way, hey, great. But that's not the main thing you have to do. In order to win games, you got to install your system and get the right pieces to fit what you're trying to do. So year 1, you can't judge them by year 1. If that's the case, why you didn't judge Gruden in his year 1 with only 4 wins? And then if you want to go to Belichick in his year 1, go look at his record. Go look at Pete Carroll's first year record. I'm telling you, the list goes on. The list goes on. You know what I mean? When you come in, like I said, they asking, do you think Denver's going to be a contender in our division this year? Not in year 1. Not when Peyton coming in there and stripping the old system out and putting the new system in. You're not going to get the new system in, 2-3, in training camp, 2-3 days? Hell no. You're going to have to go through the same growing pains as anyone else that implements a new system. Plain and simple. And then you figure our situation is different where it wasn't just a head coach we added. We added a whole new front office and a whole new coaching staff. Ain't nobody on that team left over from when Gruden left. So, I mean, there's nothing the same. The coaching ain't the same. The philosophy ain't the same. The system ain't the same. So you need to go out and get the players to fit what you're trying to do. And that's what they did. And now listen what you're hearing about these players they went and got. These guys out there just loving what they do, bruh. I want to see the physical product on the field. I want to see a lot. I want to see it preseason or not. I want to see it. I want to grade each individual from what I'm hearing in practice and training camp. Let me see it with my eyes in a game, preseason or not. Then let me be the judge of if this team is progression. You not gonna sell me shit and tell me that motherfucker is chocolate pudding? Hell, fuck no. Shout out to everybody out. Hey, Wild Turkey in the building, man. Salute to you. Top of the morning. KJ Hendricks is in the building. What is the deal, man? Tops. Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to see something. All right, Tony, man. Hey, have a good shift, bruh. Enjoy your day, man, at work. For real, for real. Depth was the biggest issue, Tony, for real. And you could see the difference. We were so thin, especially on defense. That's why majority of the free agents and draft picks were defensive players. We were so thin, bruh. I mean, like, ridiculously thin. Especially linebacker. We had to get the undrafted to come in there and start. You know what I mean? Secondary. You know what I mean? Even the defensive line. Because we had some injuries at defensive tackle. You know what I mean? So, we went in there and got depth. And now we got competition. And now that we got depth, it's not kind of like you kind of cringe when you see somebody go down, like, who the hell do we got to take their place? You know, now it's kind of like a luxury now with the depth that we have. Like, okay, we got some good young talent. We just got to develop them. That's it. We got good leadership out there to help the development along. You know what I mean? So it's not a really... And like with the quarterback, people say, oh, I don't like Hoyer. I don't like Hoyer. Bruh, look what Hoyer got around him. Shit. I'm not concerned about Hoyer. Plain and simple. He's the backup. Ain't these rookies, come on, bro. You think, just because Aiden has a little good practice here and there, you think he got the whole playbook? You think he has the whole playbook down? Not. Because every veteran on this team is saying that they're more comfortable in year 2. That means it took a whole year to get comfortable with the system. And they still don't know the whole system, the whole playbook. I guarantee you. You don't know that shit in and out like the back of your hand. You know a lot of it, but there's still a lot. See, that's why I said a lot of times you figure that we defense and offense, we lack some pieces that we needed to really do what we want to do. You know what I mean? And so this offseason was very important to address those needs, and I think they've done so. I really, truly do. I think they've addressed those needs. It doesn't stop there, though. You don't just settle for what you... Now, next year in the free agency and the draft, with the money you'll have and then the draft picks, you go do it again. You go hit on the players that fit what you're trying to do. You do it again. Now, that adds even more depth and more competition. You feel me? Next thing you know, we're going to filter this team out where we just got hogs, dogs, and paws on your jaw up and down the avenue. Bars. Oh my God, man. For real, for real. Wait a minute, all of the nation wasn't down on 10. You remember everybody was trying to say, oh, he won't be ready. I told y'all he was, man, bruh, come on. You know how many months since the surgery? And it's not like he re-broke the foot. Come on, man. Come on. Tyree be back. We got Young back. You know what I mean? Off the PUP list. Hey, they're coming back, y'all. They're coming back. They're doctors on this team. We got all the information we need. All the information we need. And it's gonna jump off. 10 don't, nah. Hey, he don't get no pass. But I tell you what, you gotta remember this. When New England drafted him, what did they draft him for? What did they see in him that made them want to go draft him? The same reason why they got Aiden O'Connell. His skill sets fit what we're trying to do. He fits the system from day one out of college. That's why you don't just draft a quarterback and hope he fits what you're trying to do. Who does that shit? Who does that shit? You don't draft a player and hope he can fit what you do. You go draft a player because his strengths is what you want in your city. He fits what you're trying to do. It's like we got a round hole. Oh, they go a round peg. Get him. That's logical. You know what I mean? That's why I said the quarterbacks that were successful in New England were all drafted by New England. Figure that one out. All of them. And they didn't have free agents. You know what I mean? But they didn't pan out. But every quarterback that they drafted, even the dude they got now, don't forget his rookie year, he took them to the playoffs. And the AFC ain't no walk in the park to make the playoffs. All your strength. I think most of your dominant teams are AFC teams. NFC is weak as shit. And now you got Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets. Now that's another difference. You know what I mean? That's another difference. So I'm trying to tell y'all, these guys were drafted for what we do. Motherfucker, you ain't gonna catch me going to a car lot saying, I'm gonna go get me I want a pickup so I can enter Formula One. You was not buying a pickup truck to race Formula One. That's what I mean by getting the right thing that fits what you're trying to do. Now, if I want to haul somebody's couch and help them move, I'm getting a pickup truck. I'm not going to try to help you move in a Formula One race car. Oh man, I already know all the wild card spots, bruh. It's gonna come down to the wire, bruh. I think because I think we're so balanced in the AFC that there's gonna be like exchange of losses. You know what I mean? Like this team is gonna be that team, and then that team is gonna be that team, and so on and so on. It's just we're deep. AFC is deep as shit. This is a deep ass conference, man. And like I said, it doesn't get easier with the additions of like I said, especially Rodgers going from motherfucking Green Bay to the Jets. That changed the whole dynamic right there. You know what I mean? And New England out there still making moves. I heard that Ezekiel Elliott is on their list as well as the Cowboys, and there's another team as well that's interested in him, which shit, when you do a running back by committee, he's a good piece to a committee. You know what I mean? You can't expect him to be a 30 carry a game, workhorse. Those days are gone, bruh. But he would be a damn good piece for what you're doing if you're doing it by committee. Just like Josh Jacobs coming back signing with us. We ain't gotta have you do the workload no more, bro. We know what you can do. Just imagine adding you to a group of running backs that can provide production as well. Everybody's fresh. Everybody has a different skill set. You know what I mean? It reminds me of the old days, bro. Don't forget the Raiders back with Tyrone Wheatley and them, bro. We was, shit. Even Darren McFadden and Michael, what's his name? Bruh. Just having all those Washington and the list just goes on, bruh. When you got a good stable of running backs that can come out and do all kinds. Remember Lamont Jordan? We always had a bunch of a stable of running backs, man. And I think the ultimate one of all time, if we would have never, ever had an issue between Al Davis and Marcus Allen, Bo Jackson and motherfucking Marcus Allen, bruh. Man, if that didn't deteriorate between Al and Marcus, I think that would have been the greatest 1-2 of all time in NFL history because they both brought different skill sets. But that was a beautiful tandem, boy. And just only if Bo Jackson could have played, instead of not playing baseball, just focused on football for the whole season, where he actually went through training camp and preseason and played 16 games. Bruh, just imagine. With those two, sick in the head, boy. That's woulda, coulda, shoulda. Woulda, coulda, shoulda for real. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, man, for real. Yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting. I'm ready to see this shit. You know what I mean? We've been sitting watching these guys, and I just want to see it now. Show me what your vision is. You know, Ziegler, preseason. Show us what it is that you are trying to build. Right now we're guessing. You know what I mean? We're trying to break down what the moves you made so far, and then what those players bring to the table, and then try to assess what exactly is you're building. Because you're not going to, I mean, you give us little tidbits, but you're not going to just go out there and tell us, this is what we're going to do on offense. That's not happening. This is what we're going to do on defense. Now, they'll give you a little bit, but I can tell that they tell the players not to spill too much either. Because when they ask questions like that to the players, they say, well, how can I say this without saying too much? And I'm knowing when they say shit like that, that's because the coaches told them, don't get out there and tell them what we're trying to do. Keep them in the dark. Let them find out when the game clock is at 0 and the score says 35-14. Let them know then. Well, you know, they'll know. They'll have the game filmed then. You know what I mean? After that shit. But yeah, you gotta keep everything to the chest. Keep it to the chest. Say it with your chest, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, hey, I can't wait till Wednesday. I just want to hear what this joint practice is like. I'm still trying to keep my eyes on these Raider tickets for Sunday. Yeah, I'm about to right now the tickets are down to 80, was it 86? Hold on, let me check and see right now, because I know I'm gonna wait until they drop even more. Because I seen them as high as well, not as high, it goes higher. But I done seen them for the 300 level, like about 100. Let me check now. I gotta check daily. Also give you guys a heads up too though. Check out Ticketmaster and Vivid Seats. Those are the two that I usually deal with. This other site, they like at $140. I'm like, oh, you trying to resell a motherfucker rent check? All right, hold on, let me see. Ticketmaster right now, the cheapest ticket for the game it's down to $78 now. And that is in section 327, row 7. Like I said, there's no bad seats at Allegiant. So it went down. How many tickets? 2 tickets? Yep, 2 tickets. I should buy that shit now, bro. Is that no, that's on the other side. I want to be close, because you know that where the torch is, that's a big bar going around there. Bro, I go down there and grab me a drink and mingle with somebody that's single. You feel me? Oh, shit. Shout out to the 43 watching. If this is your first time here, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button, man. We really appreciate it, man. Thank y'all for your support. Appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Who, Wilson with Denver? Denver's Wilson? The little sawed-off midget? Man. Hey, first year, hey, he's not, bro, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I guarantee you, year 1, he's not going to come out shining in year 1. He got to learn. Now he got to relearn a whole new system. You know what I mean? And then you see the Saints losing running backs. Kamara out for the first 3 games, and the other dude tore his Achilles. Oh shit, they gonna get on the phone and, hey, can we trade for Josh Jacobs? Not Josh Jacobs going to the Saints. Going to the Saints. Nah, he ain't gonna get traded. Josh Jacobs on his little interview, he said he wants to retire a Raider. I think, you know what I think it is with the contract negotiations between the Raiders and Josh Jacobs? I think Josh Jacobs just wants security, not money-wise. I think tenure. You know what I mean? As far as years on the contract. Why would you want to revisit this again next year? You got to go through this every year? You know what I mean? I can understand from that aspect. I don't know if the money was a big deal to him, but I think it's more he wants years. He wants to know that he's going to be here so he don't have to look for a new place next year. Like he might have probably thought he might have had to do this year. You know what I mean? But I can understand job security if that's the main focal point is, you know, people keep saying guaranteed money of the contract. Maybe it is, maybe it ain't. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just how many years was the Raiders offering them. That's the key. I can just imagine you got to put, you know what I mean? Pull up and move every fucking couple years. Who can't be tagged twice? Jacobs? He could be tagged. Even with with the exclusive. That's what they did to Cousins in Minnesota. And then they end up giving Cousins a big contract after the second year? They franchised him twice? Yeah, Cousins with the Minnesota. They did that shit to him with Minnesota. And he wasn't tripping though, because I think at quarterback, the franchise tag was like, at that point, a few years ago, was like 20-something million. He said, fuck it, I'll take a fully guaranteed 20-something million. Keep tagging me. You know what I mean? That was his mind frame. And then they end up giving him the big deal, so he end up getting it. But shit, he got like a couple of years of guaranteed 20+ million a year. Shit, fully guaranteed? Bruh. But I mean, I understand how people want job security. I don't want to have to pick up and move after this season. If you know what I mean? If you don't tag me and you don't want to bring me back. Because you just, motherfuckers gotta, not only do you gotta sell your home, you gotta, wherever you going to, you gotta find a home to buy. Bro, that's like being an army brat. You know, your parents in the military and you gotta move around from school to school and neighborhood to neighborhood. That shit that's like being homeless. You know what I mean? You got a home, but that's like being homeless. Like, it's like you getting evicted everywhere you go. All right, son, pack up. We gotta go. We're going to Germany. Fucking Germany? Yeah, son. I'm being stationed there. Okay, son, pick up. We're going to Panama. Panama? You going to all these different motherfucking places, bruh. That shit, I can just imagine. Just having to pull up and move every fucking 2 years. So we'll see what happens, man, with that Josh Jacobs situation. I would love this to have that running back by committee. I love what we got. With the addition of Josh Jacobs as being the number one, bruh. Especially with Zamir seeming like he's comfortable in year 2 and knowing the system and running hard behind his pads. I like that shit. Because now you going to be wearing the fuck down defenses. I mean, what Marshawn say? Marshawn Lynch say? You just keep running through a motherfucker's face over and over and over and over and over and over again. They gonna tap out. And if we got a whole bunch of running backs that can do that, from Britton Brown, Sincere McCormick, Josh Jacobs, Zamir White, if we can just keep running through their face over and over again, bruh, that's gonna wear the hell out of fucking defenses, man. That's gonna wear their ass down. Next thing you know, third, fourth quarter come, your holes is gonna be hella wide open. That's what I'm saying. Hey, I will just to have the right running back committee. Well, you just throwing waves at fools like fresh legs all game long. All game. Because we know Josh Jacobs if you go, man, I mean, like, remember he did that safety? I forgot what game it was. That motherfucker lowered his shoulder. They said that's what Zamir White doing. And I know Britton Brown can do it. And don't be surprised. I want to see Sincere McCormick. You know what I mean? Little short dude, but, low center of gravity, very strong lower body. That is a recipe for destruction. Because his pads will get lower than any defender at, what is he, 5'11"? I think, or is he 5'9"? Sincere McCormick's about that, but I know he can squat about 500. Low center of gravity means good balance. See, hey, Charles, the same shit. That's why I said everybody's saying, oh, Josh McDaniels called horrible plays. That's a horrible, even though they were successful with it, don't no coach call no bullshit like that in a professional football game. Come on, bruh. And they did it more than once. Just like you don't let no quarterback throw a behind the back pass in fucking football. Even though and he's not successful with that shit all the time. Wait till he get his ass picked off one time for a pick six. All that fancy shit, no. You don't need to be fancy in football. Catch the ball, secure it. Throw the ball and have a reception. Everybody get all, oh, Mahomes, behind the back. That's not logical. You the only motherfucker your coach let do that shit. Any other sane-ass coach, that's a horrible play call. For you to call a play for your fucking coach, but he probably does it on the fly. You know what I mean? But that ring around the rosy shit, that's a horrible play call. Horrible. No other team will ever attempt that shit. Ever. Ever in life. So don't, just because this motherfucker got a couple of Super Bowls doesn't make it a smart-ass play call. Ring around the fucking rosies. Ring around these nuts, you son of a bitch. Fuck the queefs. Oh yeah, this Friday, y'all. First episode of Fuck Your Team Friday. We back, y'all. We back. So just pull on up Friday morning, bruh. Hey, it's back on. Fuck Your Team Friday. The Niners is getting the dang-a-lang down the slang-a-lang. The slang-a-lang? What's a slang-a-lang? Down your throat, bitch. Yes, sir. They getting the business. Not the business, the business. Tubby Chile? Is it? Hey, well, I've been saying your name wrong, bro. Child. Hey, you know why I say Tubby Child? Because I got family that last name is Childs like that. Chiles, though. I be hearing, Chile, you need to put the accent mark over the E then, bruh. For real. Where Rafa at? Rafa. Piss. Next, hey, you gonna see Rafa in the front room, see walking, talk about 5-5 crib. Oh man, you gonna have a blue bandana do-rag with some corduroy house shoes, talk about 5-5 crib. Rafa, don't you do that shit. Don't you do that shit. Oh my God. Fucking Rafa, boy. Rafa got gold teeth, a blue bandana do-rag. He trying to get waves. And got corduroy house shoes and some khakis on. Some Dickies. 55th Street. Oh. Hey, Tony, here's the one thing. How I know he's not a bad play caller? How can you be a bad play caller and be third in efficiency in play calling last season? How does that work? How can you be third, right, in play calling efficiency? That means the positive gain you get out of each play call. You got more right than wrong. You're third in the league. And you're even over Sean Payton, but you're under Walrus in Kansas City, and you're under who else? What was it? There was two coaches that was ahead of him in efficiency and play calling. So I'm like, bruh, how can you be a horrible play caller and come in third? That don't add up. And how is your offense 12th ranked and you're a horrible play caller? You the one calling the plays. Your offensive coordinator ain't. That's why I said people always listen to other people's opinion. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, he's a horrible. He's a good coordinator, but a bad coach. How? If a good coach is considered a coach that delegates play calling, how are you a bad coach if you're delegating shit to the defensive coordinator to handle the defense, but you're handling the offense and the offense is doing top 10? I mean, bruh, you can't piss on me and tell me that motherfucker is right. Shit, you got a man's facts. He's not a good leader of men. What? So he wasn't good. He's not a good leader. He led the offense. That was his responsibility, and he delegated the defense to Graham. But everybody thought Biasha was the greatest coach ever, and he didn't make no calls on offense or defense. Like he said, they asked him, how are you going to handle coaching? I'm going to let the offensive coordinator handle the offense. I'm going to let the defensive coordinator handle the defense. So you just going to sit back and watch in the booth. You know what I mean? I mean, that's one way you can handle it is delegate. But then you can be hands-on as well. But we know that Biasha, he was hands-on with special teams, though. Hey, special teams won us a lot of games that season. Yeah, right. I'm calling a ball and a strike, bruh. I'm just calling how it is. If you delegating, how you not a leader if you delegating the coordinators to do their job? You know what I mean? You delegate it. If the coaches can't get the job done, then you replace them. How you gonna be the man get the, you know what I mean? How? And he's not on no fucking hot seat. McDaniels ain't on no hot seat, bruh. I don't know, everybody's so fucking impatient. A lot of y'all motherfuckers are premature ejaculators. You come too quick. Hey, get the strokes down, man. She don't like that when you come quick. Cause then she gotta bust out the machine to finish it off. Hey, they know football. Okay, y'all, I might get in trouble. It's a joke, so don't get mad at me, YouTube. Oh, I'ma stop, bruh. I was about to say some fucked up shit. Well, not really fucked up. It's funny and true. I don't know how some motherfuckers will take it, because I was gonna say that these motherfuckers know football like a trans woman knows periods. It's a joke. Don't ban me. It's comedy. It's comedy. catch a trans woman buying tampons. What the fuck you got them for? Oh my God, let me stop, bruh. I love everyone to an extent. If you do some fucked up shit though, I can't be like, bruh, I sat there and watched you fuck that sheep, bruh. Hell no. Hell no. Miguel Santos, top of the morning. Oh my goodness. Look at Sam Tanker. Oh shit. Oh man, I'm about to shut this shit down, bruh. I had fun with y'all this morning. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Like, we got to get through today and tomorrow, and then Wednesday. Oh yeah, Wednesday gets down with the get down, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's going down. The 49ers get fucked up. Hey, I can't wait to see what Max Crosby do. You know what I mean? I can't wait to see what Marcus Peters do. You know what I mean? Just get in these fools' head. Make these motherfuckers run off the field crying and shit. Like when Debo made motherfucking Yeah, man, my mom told me to come get my bike, man. Oh, you want your bike? Come on. Oh shit, that's gonna be Max Crosby on the app. Oh, you want the ball? Come on. Come get the ball. Come get the ball. Oh, you gonna get knocked the fuck out. You feel me? Hey, you guys enjoy your Monday, man. Hey, shout out to everybody watching, man. Hey, please, once again, subscribe if you have not done so. Hit that thumbs up. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Same Raider time, same Raider channel, right here on Raiders Allegiance. It's the Good Morning Raider Nation Live podcast with yours truly, Lunatic Raider, man. Shout out to y'all. Have a wonderful Monday. Be safe. Make it back home to your loved ones. And I'll see y'all guys tomorrow, right here, Raiders Allegiance, the home of the nation. You feel me? So with that being said, man, you guys, once again, enjoy your Monday. Be safe. Have a good day at work. Make it back home safely to your loved ones, man. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning. I'm out this BIE.